Hey, it's time again for latest change finds with CFA. Hey everybody, CFA back with you. It's that time again where we show you our recent finds that we've made here at CFA. Some are just interesting finds, some are worth more than face value. We'll talk about where we found them, where you might find them, and why we look for them. Alright, so in this episode I'm going to show you a pretty cool fancy note that we got in change. I'm going to show you a nice little error nickel that we found in a roll. And Mrs. CFA went through a box of $half and made a few pretty cool discoveries that she wanted to show you as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So check this out. Alright, so first off, I have a double serial number note here, fancy note, $1 bill that we got in change from the grocery store. As you can see, it's called double because it's 66004411. Every number is doubled throughout the serial number. Now, this is a fancy serial number note, as they call them, and it's one that we actually talk about in a fancy serial number video that we put out. But if you want to go check that out, I will leave a link to it at the end of this video, and it'll give you an idea of what other serial numbers to look for. Now, I'll show you. I looked up on this came off eBay, but recent online auction of similar double serial note, and here's what they went for. Okay, so you can see here they go for about, people are paying about double the face value. Now, when you include shipping and you include fees and all this kind of stuff, you're obviously not going to make a huge amount of money off of these finds. But you could probably get more than face value for something like this. And that's even in circulated condition. One of those notes I'm showing here is pretty cruded up. I mean, it's been wrinkled and folded and all kinds of stuff. Now, and the top one there actually isn't even a true doubles. I mean, it's got a couple singles in with 3 doubles in the mix, and it's still sold for over $2, and it's a $1 bill. So these are pretty cool fancy notes that you're going to want to watch for in your change. Okay, this next find isn't anything worth more than face value, but we thought it was interesting and we want to share it with you guys. These 2 coins here, I found while pumping gas at the gas station, just laying on the ground right there by the pump. Okay, just a couple pennies. One's a 1982. But the other one is a 2018. Now, we had only found one other 2018 coin at all so far this year, and it was a nickel while we were coin roll hunting. So this was the very first Lincoln Cent 2018 coin that we found, and only the second 2018 coin at all. And we found it laying on the ground, which we thought was interesting. Now, the very next day, we got this, our second 2018 cent. Now this one we got in change at the pharmacy, of all places. So within 2 days, we got our second and third 2018 coins overall and our first 2 2018 cents. Now on social media, I've been talking to a lot of people, and some places they're really starting to pop up. And since we found these 2, between then and now when I'm making this video, we actually got 4 of them in a box of cents that we recently went through. So they are starting to pop up all over the place, and we'd love to hear out there what you're finding. Cents, nickels, dimes, 2018, anything you're finding, let us know in the comments. We're just curious. We're interested to see where they're popping up. Okay, so here's the next interesting find. What you're looking at here is the coin machine at our bank where we take all of our, this is our dump bank, where we take all of our coin rolling and coins back, we put them in the machine, and we get our money back or we deposit in the bank or whatever we're doing. Now, when I walked up, this is what I saw, what you see right there. There's coins laying right on top there. Here's a closer look. There was 4 quarters, a dime, and 2 pennies just laying there. Somebody had dumped their change in and then just not pushed those all the way into the machine, and they were just sitting there. Free money. Who doesn't love free money? So I wanted to show you that. Now, that's not all. In the reject tray, at the same time of this same machine, were these 2 coins. 2 foreign coins. Foreign to us. 1 Canadian and 1 5-cent euro. 2 free foreign nickels. How cool is that? So we had free money, American, on top, and free foreign money in the reject tray. Remember, coin machines, coin stars, check on top, check down to the sides, check underneath. A lot of times you will find free money. Alright, the next cool one is this nickel you're looking at. If you look close, there is a small clip there. It is a clipped planchet nickel. Now, we got this one in a roll. We were going through a box of nickels, Mrs. CFA and I actually found this one. Now, this is only the third clipped planchet coin we've ever found. We found one on a Lincoln cent, another one on a Jefferson nickel, and now this one. Now, this is the least clip that we've found. There's not huge. I looked on online auctions, and I'll show you what these go for if you happen to find one. So for the most part, it seemed like $5, $6 if they're just slightly more than this one that we found here. Depends on condition, obviously. A lot of variables are in there. You know, what year is it? Is it a low mintage? Things like that. The one that we found, I'm guessing would only go for $1 or $2 from what I've seen. I don't plan on selling it. We hang on to these. You know, maybe one of these days we will, or maybe we'll use them for a giveaway. But something pretty cool that you want to watch for in your change that is definitely worth more than face value. Okay, finally, the other day, Mrs. CFA was going through a box of half dollars while I was sitting there with a magnifying glass. I had a bowl of cents that I was looking through with a bright light magnifying glass like I always do. And she went through this box of half dollars and she had a few finds that we wanted to share with you guys. Right here, she got 6 NIFCs, which are low mintage, not intended for circulation. If you're not sure what years those are, if you have a blue book, it's real easy to look in there and you can see the low mintage, and they actually put a little asterisk next to them and you can find out what are the not intended for circulation. And they're low mintage and they're going to be worth more than face value depending on condition, but you definitely want to pull them out and hang on to them. She also found 2 of these interesting 1981 gold-plated commemorative coins. Now, this was done after the mint. This is, a lot of people just call this post-mint damage, but there were some companies that would plate Kennedy half dollars and sell them for a premium over face. And there were some companies that made some money doing this, but you'll find them in circulation here and there, and these actually have dates stamped on them: 1960, 1980, 1960, 85. And it's to commemorate the inauguration of JFK. So he was inaugurated in 1960, it's 20 years later, we'll say 1980, stamp that on there, and then we'll sell it for more money and try to make something off the consumer out there who's collecting these things. So they're not highly sought after, but Mrs. CFA loves seeing it in those rolls. I show you the rolls right here. She sees that gold, she's like, oh, look at that, you know, so gets pretty excited. They're pretty interesting, you know, like I said, we hang on to them. These aren't the first 2 we found, but you might want to hang on to them too if you do find them. If you look on online auction, they will sell for more than face value, and they're kind of pretty. I mean, these ones right here are in really, really nice shape. They're not scratched up or anything, so pretty cool to find. And here is the find of that box that she had right here. You can see the edge of it there in that roll. And when Mrs. CFA saw that, she started hooting and hollering, oh, I got what I got, what I got. 1968, 40% silver Kennedy half dollar. So that was the find of the box. We only got one. Usually we go through a box, we find one if we're lucky. We have had boxes where we got more than that, but there's a lot of boxes where we don't find any. So she was pretty darn happy with the 6 NIFCs, 2 of the gold-plated coins, and then this nice little 40% silver. Alright, there you have it. There's our latest change finds. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you found it interesting. Hope maybe we even showed you something you can look for. Like I said before, we have a fancy serial note video that can help you understand what to look for with those if you don't already know. So please check that out. We got lots of other videos on tips for coin roll hunting and other errors and things to look for, so please check those out. My email's right here. If you ever have a question on coins, please feel free to email us pictures or just correspondence with a question, and if we can answer it, we will. We'll try and help you out, and if we can't, maybe we can find the answers. There's a lot of friends of ours on YouTube who know a lot about coins and whatnot, and we can usually find the answers somewhere out there. So appreciate everybody watching, and as always, keep checking that change.